So I just want to make this video quickly regarding crashes on Final Fantasy IX on the Xbox One Scorpio edition that I've got, the Xbox One X. I suffered a number of crashes playing the game. Luckily it was something that I downloaded for free from Games Pass, so it wasn't too much of a problem, but I did have worries at some points that it was going to either break the game or stop us completing it. Fortunately that wasn't the case. I found a couple of solutions and a couple of workarounds, albeit I was never able to get rid of the crashing issues entirely. I did manage to progress to finish the game, as you can see from the achievement that I've unlocked today. The main issues that I had were at Burmecia on the first visit. As part of the story, frequently crashing and switching my Xbox off, and I'd have to restart it and reload from that point there. That was a real nightmare to get through. I had loads of crashes at that point. Luckily managed to get a clean run through and escape. Most of the rest of the game went off without a hitch. I was still getting random crashes here and there. I knew I wouldn't be able to get back to Burmecia to get this Stilatio coin cancer, which is hidden behind a cart on the main street. I realised later on perhaps maybe I could have went and got it, but I didn't. So that sort of put an end to my Stilatio quest at that point. The next time that I had real major issues was dropping people off at the shrines at the end of the game. On that I was getting crashes approaching some of the shrines. It took multiple reloads, and in the end I found the best route to be getting onto the world map and going over the edges rather than crossing the certain continents which were causing crashes. That again was a problem when I got the Invincible. As soon as I got the Invincible at the end of the game, I couldn't navigate to Alexandria directly without causing a crash. So the way I got around that was going to a different continent, landing, making a save, and then starting again. I'm not sure exactly what it is that triggers the crash, but you'll know when you get it because the game locks up, you get an audio glitch, and then your console shuts off. The ways around that was primarily using the continue option on the main screen. That was an absolute godsend. It saves your progress on the last screen that you've entered and works pretty reliably most of the time. The only issue is it doesn't save progress on the world map, so you should frequently get out and make saves on the ground on the world map just so you don't lose your progress. But using the continue option, if you did get any issues, you could just keep hitting continue and you'll hopefully get through the scene that you're in or the screen that you're on and get away without suffering the crashes. And also using the 3x speed option of the pause menu, one of the new features that's been added to this port of Final Fantasy IX. If you're getting frequent crashes on some scenes, I found that putting it in fast forward and just buzzing through it, reading what's on the screen quickly and then getting to the other end was the best way through it. So comparing that, matching that with using the continue option, I did manage to get through. I was a bit frustrated in Burmecia right at the end of the game because I had numerous crashes on what was effectively the last screen leading up to the last bosses, and I really thought at one point that I might not make it, but I persevered, and after about 20 minutes of repeated crashes and sort of taking about 3 minutes on average from a crash to getting back into the game, I was able to make it out to the other side. Ultimately, the best Final Fantasy game of them all, I think, my absolute favourite, a real treasure. I wouldn't let this put you off playing the game, but be aware that there are issues, there are workarounds. It's not something that I've seen widely acknowledged. I found one thread on Reddit about crashes in Burmecia, but not mentioning crashes anywhere else in the game. It doesn't seem to affect any of the other ports. I don't know which version exactly this is or what causes this issue. Suffice to say, it did spoil the game slightly, but not enough to stop me having a fantastic time. Really enjoyed it, and I finished it, and I got most of what I wanted to do done. I think if I'd been a bit more determined and bloody minded at some points, the rest of the stuff I probably could have managed to get a hold of as well. So thanks for watching. I hope if you've had troubles with this game crashing, this gives you some ideas or some tips. Stay with it, keep your fingers crossed, and you will get through it. It's well worth experiencing. Thank you, and bye.